Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto's News. It's me, Omar Bam, coming at you in a car wash. The car is kind of driving itself. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up because there's been quite a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt surrounding crypto right now. You might have seen Bitcoin below $20,000, Ethereum around $1,400. There was a bank called Silvergate that collapsed earlier this week, but the collateral damage of it has not been fully felt. One that is becoming a little bit more tangible is more the collapse, or really the seizure by the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, of Silicon Valley Bank, a bank that is affecting not only crypto companies, but all sorts of companies in Silicon Valley, tech startups, medical startups. It was like the #1 bank to go to if you wanted a bank account, basically. If you wanted loans, founders of companies oftentimes took out even home loans through this bank. It blew up in value after 2019, although the bank has been around for something like 50 years. They were looking for somewhere to put that money, the bank, and they put it into mortgage-backed securities, which were paying something like 1.5% interest on their huge amounts, billions on deposits. But as interest rates started to be hiked by the Federal Reserve, there were just better options. So mortgage-backed securities at 1.5% did not keep up with the brand new interest rates that were paying much more, shorter-term interest rates. And so this caused problems. So the bank tried to offload some securities and created a kind of a FUD around that they kind of started themselves around the bank. And now it's led to, within like something like 32 hours, founders saying, get your money out of the bank. The bank's gonna collapse. It's plummeted in value over 70%. And even you have like USDC, so stablecoin. Circle, who creates this stablecoin, apparently has capital locked up in Silvergate. So they have basically 7 different banks that they park reserves for USDC, and hopefully it's not that loud. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But yeah, they have dollars that are reserved to give the value to USDC, parked at 7 different banks. And 2 of those banks were the banks that collapsed this week. Silvergate, and now the Silicon Valley Bank. So this is creating concern that USDC may not be fully backed anymore. It may not be fully backed anymore. Scream it! And this could create systemic issues for different DeFi protocols that rely on USDC as a pair. It could create issues for DAI, another stable coin that has like 40% of its value collateralized by USDC. So this is something that could be materially impacted if it turns out, in fact, that although Circle has said they were going to be pulling out at the end of last year from this bank, they... Am I allowed to drive away? I don't see the green light yet. Maybe not? I don't know. Maybe they did still have quite a lot of their money, of their reserves, still parked there at the Silicon Valley Bank. So you're seeing right now USDC, if you go over to like CoinGecko, it's down to 1 penny. It's the biggest depegging that I've seen, although we haven't seen a major depegging. People have been asking Circle, journalists have been asking Circle for some sort of quote. They want to know, are you guys solvent or not? Not that that really matters, right? Because oftentimes we'll hear everything's fine when there is a trouble brewing under the surface. So I think it's a matter of, if Circle is staying so quiet right now, if like they were super confident, they would have just come out and said it either way. They would have said they were fine, but they have yet to release some sort of official statement surrounding this. They've been mostly quiet. So maybe something is afoot. And maybe it's like a situation where they're trying to shore up funds, trying to see where they can get investment from, try to see what they can sell or recoup, or how big the losses might be if that is the case. And if they aren't able to recoup that and they keep operating just fine, then it would be like fraud, basically, because they would be operating without having full dollar amounts backing USDC, which could, I think, impact them down the line. But you wouldn't want to create fear because although you're seeing some level of a bank run around Circle, I think A lot of people are not super scared about the situation as well. So you're not seeing a major bank run. At the same time, pragmatists are taking their USDC and like, what do I do with it? Do I buy wrapped Bitcoin? Do I buy Bitcoin? Do I go full Ethereum? Do I buy DAI? No, not DAI, because they're collateralized by USDC. What do I do? Buy gold? No, just buy straight dollars. Oh, it all comes full circle. USD being the safest place to be. And then you have the tinfoil hat theory. All this is being done on purpose because cryptos are too strong. They've proven themselves to be just the perfect life raft for the collapsing banking system. So they need to cripple crypto with this Operation Choke Point 2.0 and drive people into whatever solution they proffer in the form of a central bank digital currency. And that's why this is all coming out right now. Or it could be like what Peter Schiff is saying, is that it only made sense that eventually this would happen. He's been saying this for years, that as interest rates started going up, this would make bonds that had lower yields less attractive, and then you would see all sorts of selling from those kinds of bonds to try to pick up more attractive opportunities, selling of things like stocks to get a safer yield in some sort of bond that pays a good yield. And so that is going to create all sorts of problems, and there's going to be liquidity conditions and so on, and this could be what could cause the next financial crisis. So all this is kind of playing out right now, and it's kind of nuts. So I would say right now, if you want to be careful, you should definitely watch out the situation with USDC. There is the possibility that they lock that smart contract and you can't move funds while this gets resolved, or if there is some sort of huge hold and they're not going to try to be fraudulent with the system, it could cause a freeze for even DAI as well. So if you want to be super careful, maybe diversify some out of that into, again, like straight USD, weird as it is to say, or into cryptocurrencies, true cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum, safer ones. I wanted to give you guys a heads up on this situation playing out, and I do hope that the beginning of this video wasn't super loud. My apologies if it was. I should have known it would be so loud. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think that there's reason to be concerned around this? Unlikely that Silicon Valley Bank accounts are going to get made whole. As you've probably seen the charts, over 97% of the deposits are over $250,000. So the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, cannot make the accounts over $250,000 whole. So all those accounts become creditors that have to wait, and this causes all sorts of problems for startups that are relying on the money in the bank in order to meet payroll at the end of the week. So there's going to be mass layoffs that will mean that those people who pay mortgages that are quite steep around Silicon Valley and elsewhere are going to be unable to service those loans. They're going to be looking for other jobs. It's going to be a problem that's going to cascade throughout the financial system and could result, in selling of cryptos. If, for example, these individuals need to sell crypto that they had previously held while they had a job, but now they need that money, and so they sell. I don't know. There's definitely reason, I would say, to be cautious here, to be paying attention, and it's definitely a good time to not ignore what's happening if you're invested at all in crypto. So I had to catch you guys up on that. So take care, everyone. Much love and stay cryptic. Peace.